As God was with Moses, so God is with Joshua. And we saw how, in the same way that Moses led the people through the Red Sea when the Egyptians were pursuing them to kill them, God is actually bringing his people into the promised land. And he tells Joshua, I'm going to part the Jordan, and they're going to walk through on dry land. And I love the parallels. I love seeing both of that. I think it helped the people to be able to trust Joshua and see that God was mighty and with Moses, and God was mighty and with Joshua. And in today's episode, we see another way that Joshua just shows that he is a warrior, but he's also an obedient follower of the Lord. So once they crossed over into the Jordan, there wasn't a welcome mat. There wasn't a welcoming committee. No one brought them snacks. They were on the other side. And then there was a war to fight. And not too far away in the distance was the fortified city of Jericho. Now, Jericho was a very tough city. You couldn't just waltz in. There were walls. They were very tall. This was a hard place to get in. And Joshua knows that this is the first battle. This is the first place that they need to take over. And the night before, they're going to go in. He sends 2 spies. We can get into that whole story, but you're going to have to read that one on your own. This angel, this commander of the armies of the Lord, shows up. And he says to Joshua, take off your shoes, for the place where you're standing is holy ground. Now, where have we seen that before? So the same thing to Moses as well. And we're going to read just a little bit. Chapter 6, verse 2. Then the Lord said to Joshua, see, I have delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and its fighting men. March around the city once with all of the armed men. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry trumpets of ram's horns in front of the ark. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times with the priests blowing the trumpets. When you hear them sound a long blast on the trumpets, have the whole army give a shout. Then the wall of the city will collapse and the army will go up. Everyone straight in. Now this is odd to me, because if I were a fighting man and I were getting dressed for battle and I was just walking around the city, I might feel a little bit odd. And let's go ahead and do it 7 times and then shout, and then the walls are just magically going to fall down. And yet they did it. There was obedience, and I think that's so important, that even though it was different, and even though it was odd, and even though it didn't show their strength but God's strength, they did it. And it fell. The walls completely fell. And there's even some historical records and archaeological records that talk about how they fell, and that I heard one once where it says maybe the walls fell straight down, and then it was almost like a ramp. They were able to walk right into the city and completely obliterate it and take it over. They're really cool if you want to check them out. But I just think it's really, really neat to see how God didn't need their strength, but he still chose to use them. They get to be a part of how God was going to let them have this land, and he was going to go with them in their battles, and that makes sense. And he was going to be one that got the glory for it and the credit for it. I think that that's really important and really good for us to know. And the very last verse in our reading just sticks to our theme that God wants to be with us. And it says in 6:27, so the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame spread through the land. And the Lord was with Joshua. And I think that that's the most important part. Yes, they won the battle. Yes, they're going to have other conquests and other battles, but the Lord was with him. And that's why he was able to win. It's why he had victory. It's why he had fame in the land, because the Lord is with him. And I just hope that we may not be in big battles like this, but that we would be able to have hearts which would seek to know the plan, to follow the plan, to be obedient to the plan, but that ultimately that God would know us, that we would know him, and that he would go with us.